When I was in the 8th grade, I had took a class called CAD, Computer Aided Design. That's where my love for graphic design all began. One of the projects that was given to us is creating a magazine cover. I was so excited to do this project because growing up, my mom would have bags full of magazines in her room, and I would always look at them and use the perfume samples. My mom also had gotten me subscribed to the teen magazines with all the posters with teen celebrities on them and fun games and puzzles, and of course the latest gossip, and a new one would come in the mail every week. With this project, I fell in love with the creative freedom, as well as being able to show everyone what I was capable of doing. Just the feeling of having complete control of the ideas I had in mind made me so happy I didn't have to worry about someone not agreeing with my design decisions, even though I knew they were already perfect. I felt free since there weren't really any guidelines we had to follow. Ms. Cheney basically just wanted to see what we were capable of doing and how creative we can be. Having a little knowledge of magazines at a young age helped me a lot with this project, especially with the design part. Of course, I used my favorite colors, purple and pink. You can never go wrong with that when creating your very own teen magazine. Those colors always stood out to me when looking through a magazine along with red. As I was creating my magazine, Ms. Cheney, she was my teacher, would walk around to make sure we were okay and see how we were doing or if we were having any struggles. She noticed that I wasn't having much difficulties. Ms. Cheney also had told me I was doing very well, that had given me so much confidence and encouragement. Once the projects were complete, we had to show them to the rest of the class. Ms. Cheney had really liked the outcome of my project, and I told her I loved doing this. The process, the creative freedom, as well as expressing how I feel a magazine cover should look like in my eyes. After class, I was just curious on what a person called who does stuff like this, design magazines and that nature. She told me a graphic designer. At that point of my life, I didn't know anything about a graphic designer. My next question I asked her was if I could learn about graphic design in college, and when she told me yes, my eyes lit up. And she even told me they make a lot of money. My life changed forever. The feeling I had felt while creating that magazine cover was different. I have never had that feeling before. I was focused, I zoned out, and I was happy. I guess I finally found something I could be passionate about after many years of not knowing, just doing things I thought were fun. So now fast forwarding, I ended up becoming a graphic design major in college. My first year was a little rough due to the fact that magazine project was the only thing I really did in my grade school years. I struggled and I wasn't always the best because I never worked with legit graphic design software such as Photoshop, InDesign, Adobe, Illustrator. My school didn't have it. My professor wasn't any help, but I loved the thought of being a graphic designer and the things that a graphic designer was capable of doing. Once again, gaining more knowledge and every day just doing the projects helped me feel free and just learning way more. I failed my first graphic design class, but it did not stop me. As of today, I'm still a graphic design major, having been to 3 different schools and never changed my major. Because it's my passion, I refuse to give on something that makes me happy, that I'll always be in love with.